two-storey extension in Whitefield 2A. What age was the house? Is it 1970s?
Yeah.
So 1970s. So it's an end. It's like an end terrace, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a corner plot. And I think the most exciting thing about it is that we got, I think, comparatively a really big extension compared to the house. It's like 2/3 of the width, isn't it?
Yeah. I was concerned about it being too narrow.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do it,
may as well do it.
Might as well do it.
So we went. So it's gone quite far to the side. It's left a gap down the side, but I think it looks great. I mean, from the road, it's very in keeping, which is what you want it to be. You don't want it
to be in keeping. I wanted it to fit in. The only thing that doesn't match is the tiles, but I couldn't bring myself to put those horrible tiles onto an extension because I just don't like those. So yeah, I couldn't bring myself to do that.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I know it's.
I thought about painting them because some people have painted them.
Yeah.
So possibly.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on George Clark, he'd probably start painting everything orange or something like that. But you know, kind of houses, I think it's best to have them. You know, so they fit in, so they're not like loud, and then you can enjoy they're very neighbourly. And so before, it was like the ground floor, it was a through lounge to a teeny tiny kitchen.
Yes, teeny dining space.
Teeny dining space.
Yes.
Didn't we get like 3 people around this table? 4 people.
There was a little square table.
Around the table when we were doing the workshop.
We did. Yeah, we did.
It was all a bit bonkers. Yeah, so it was
it
a
has
bit
had
of a
Christmas
squash.
dinner for about 7.
7?
6 to 7.
Okay.
Yeah, that's always been very cosy at Christmas.
Yeah. And upstairs, how many bedrooms was it?
3.
3. And who's living here? So there's you and 2 teenage kids. And 2 cats?
And 2 cats.
2 cats.
Millie.
And you.
Hello.
What do the cats think? Did they escape during the work?
They didn't, and they've loved exploring, and they've loved having extra space, and they run around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the cat. So, what was the brief? Do you remember?
The brief. I think I'd sort of decided on what I wanted. Because I think my concern was about building an extension downstairs is that it would be the extension and I wouldn't use it. You know, if I did that as a dining room, then I wouldn't use it. So that's why I did it this way, because then I know I'd use every room. So
she's pointing, it's not really working.
Pointing.
So what we've done, we knocked through, we took down the wall between the lounge and the kitchen, and we've got a massive U-shaped, well, it's peninsular kitchen with full height storage against the wall, and it looks really open. And we've got loads of units. How many units have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units, I'd say. And the peninsula's got an overhang, so you can put stools, and then the rest of the space, I think you can easily get a dining table and a sofa in, so you've got that social space. And then through into the extension, it's like a proper lounge that you can shut the door on. And I take it you've been using that.
Times.
Yeah, until this is, once this is kitted out, you'll be in here all the time. Yeah. But at least you can go and put, shut the door and go in there. And then upstairs we've got a master bedroom with an ensuite.
Yes.
And with vaulted ceilings and a roof light. And an exposed brick wall in your toilet, which is cool.
A little one. I did think about doing one in other rooms.
Yeah.
being a bit braver. Well, that's really quite a big wall in that room. And also it had sort of previous holes from the boiler and, you know, like previous, you know, a bit of paint, a bit of... So it wasn't the neatest one.
So what were the challenges of the existing layout?
Of the existing layout, no space for anything, no dining, well, tiny dining table. I did quite like the lounge, but it was obviously small, but I did like the lounge. Well, yeah, so it was this really. I think it was the kitchen, dining, which was really very small. Cut off from the rest of the house, so unsociable. So I'd come in, make a cup and go. I'd be in, do what I had to do and leave, so I wouldn't spend time in here.
Yeah.
And then upstairs, tiny box room.
Yeah. Which you're now, so your daughter was in there.
She still is. She's still in there. Yes.
But she's going to move out into your old room, and you're going to have a study.
Yes, and I'm going to have a study because obviously everyone's working from home more, and I'm working from home most of the time. So that would be really nice because I was doing that either in the lounge or in the bedroom.
And how were the challenges and issues solved? Well, we did a workshop. We drew up loads of options. And I think the biggest challenge from our side was trying to get the maximum for you from planning, which we did. So it's a setback from the front. So it's a simple build. You know, the ground floor, the first floor is built directly on top of the first floor, so that kind of keeps costs to a minimum, which did mean that it was quite an affordable build, I think. So it started January 2022.
Yes.
And it's kind of nearly completed now in July 22. So it's quite quick, really. Did you move out?
No.
Ooh, very good.
That was a challenge.
That was a challenge.
But also at that time, they were working on different projects at the same time. So it wasn't like he was just doing this. Otherwise it would have been it would have been quicker.
Who was your builder?
Neil Matthews.
Niel.
N-E-I-L.
M-A-T-T.
Yeah, Matthews and Son.
And Son.
Based in Redcliffe.
Cliff, have you got any contact details for them?
I probably have.
Be good to... And would you recommend them?
Yes.
Okay. Would recommend. And you had a 6-month wait.
Probably. That's difficult. Let me just have a look on my thing. Sent in
And
message.
I think you said the shell was about 80k plus kitchen plus ensuite, so probably just under
78.5 plus boiler, so that took it up to 80. And then fitting flooring everywhere.
And it's laminate flooring, which
flooring everywhere.
Looks great.
Did
you say waterproof laminate flooring?
Yeah, well, water resistant.
Water resistant.
As much as that is, but you know, just thought that'd be better. And I really liked it. That's why I used it upstairs as well.
I like your little slim radiator.
So yeah, so he's replaced a radiator, and then we've replaced some of the old ones as well. So we've done a few extra bits. So we quoted in September.
Okay.
We quoted in September. And then he said, I'll try and start in the new year. And then he turned up with a digger. He didn't even tell me. He turned up with a digger. I'm like, oh, starting today then.
Oh yes, have you got an email address and phone number for them?
Let me, I can probably send you.
That'd be cool. Kitchen designer was brother.
Yes, brother's company. So somebody came round.
On the top is acrylic worktop.
Yeah.
White acrylic. It looks stunning. So we're not quite sure.
It is.
And it was super heavy.
Very heavy.
What's it? It's called Minerva.
Yeah.
So we've got a countertop cleaning kit. So what's the best thing that you think you did here?
So many. There's so many.
Ooh!
It's really hard to pick one thing. The vaulted ceiling I love in the skylight. Love that.
And it's automated.
It's automated.
Yeah.
Not synced it yet, but it will. Need to put the blind up.
Mhm.
But yeah, so that's fab because that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
If you just had a ceiling in, it'd be just like a normal. It just makes it a bit more wow, doesn't it? So love that.
Oh well, I need to send you through the landscape architect.
Yeah, thank you. Space sounds obvious. Love having an ensuite. So nice. All of it. All of it. It's really, really difficult to pick one thing.
Have you had it valued yet by an estate agent?
No.
Be interesting.
Let
me know. Let me know.
I will. Because what did they say initially? Well, obviously they don't see it, do they? I just said a 2-storey extension because I asked them to value it. One said 170, one said 180.
That it would add
before.
on. Oh, yeah, right, okay.
And then they said it'd be like 250 afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I don't know whether I'll get I'd make the 100. I'm not selling it anyway.
I bet you would.
Do you reckon I would? I mean, prices have gone up a lot.
They've
as well.
gone up, yeah. But I mean, it's such a great space. They probably would. They wouldn't imagine that you'd get that much space out of.
And a 4-bedroom house in Whitefield. You can't get them. You can't get them.
Yeah, and it's such a great
I know it's
location.
a cheap house. They are cheap houses, these ones, and they don't go for as much as the dormers because they don't look quite as nice because a bit ugly. Don't mind saying it. So they're not pretty particularly. So I think that probably sets it back a little bit. And to be honest, the house was quite tattered before because I was deciding what to do for about 5 years.
No, I'm not saying anything. It was fine. Yes, I don't know why you did anything.
Yeah. So it would be interesting to see, to get them back and see, but I'll let you know, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If you're doing it on your own, it's only yourself that's like, right, let's go for it. And you can just power forward.
And just do what I want.
And do what you want, absolutely. There's a lot to be said for doing
Yes.
it. Definitely.
But that's been quite scary in itself, really, making those decisions on your own.
Yeah.
You think, what if it's the wrong decision? What if I don't like it? What if I don't? You know, so that's a bit... But no, it's been really exciting.
Yeah, so how have you made decisions? Have you got any friends or parents or kids, or do you just do it on your own and just
I know I have asked family what they think, but ultimately go with what I want.
Yeah, absolutely.
But to be honest, because I've always watched loads of house programmes, always get house magazines anyway, and I did that anyway just because I like looking at pictures and I like
when you're talking to a couple, it's usually one of them that does that research and the other one might veto.
Yes. I have no one to veto.
Which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Yeah, and compromise. You don't have to compromise apart from cost, but then you just make sensible decisions.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Fab. So generally delighted.
It is.
Oh,
I am.
Amazing.
I am. It's really, even though we're not finished yet, it's really nice to live in. It's nice to have space and we're not tripping over everything. No, we're not done yet. And once I've got my new room and there's got